Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ben.
And I'm Tommy.
And we've been talking games.
And today we are looking at KLASK. KLASK. Now, you may or may not have heard of KLASK. But if you have, you know that it's available at Target. Probably is your first. I kind of want to show you the box here. So this is a general game box. It's significantly larger. This will take up a lot of space on the shelf.
It's a good portion.
I want to start by showing the box first to kind of go over the rules a little bit. Okay. I'm going to stand for this or kind of lean or whatever. So you have these two paddles which are connected by a magnet.
Like that.
Oh, okay.
It's a little better.
You have these two paddles. Yeah, I'll just do this. It's okay. We have these two paddles connected by a magnet at the bottom. You hold it. There's this piece of wood, and your hand can't go past that piece of wood, much like hands do with pieces of wood. Yes. The objective is to hit this little yellow ball into your opponent's hole, but be careful because there are other ways that your opponent can score. For example, if either of you, get two of these magnets onto your paddle, your opponent will score a point, okay? If either of you get your paddle into your little goal spot, your hole here, your opponent will score a point. And if you ever lose control of your paddle to the point where you cannot recover it, so basically it goes across the side, your opponent scores a point. It's a pretty simple game. I mean, there's not really much to talk about here.
No.
Other than, is it worth getting, I guess is the big question.
Yeah, that's probably a way of looking at it. I don't know. This fits a special type of spot within a game collection. It's maybe comparable to something like Crokinole, a centerpiece type board game where it's limited in its extent of when you're going to play it. It's a 2-player game, so it's going to have moments where it's not very accessible, and it's a centerpiece. It's big, it's large, it takes up a big chunk of the table. It's not a low profile game.
No. I like your comparison to Crokinole. Let's go back to that for a second.
Fair enough.
I've played Crokinole.
Have you? I have not.
Recently.
Okay.
Really enjoyed the game.
Okay.
I do not think that this is a Crokinole
killer.
I don't want to say killer because it's going to depend on the person, but it's a different kind of dexterity type game. Yes. Okay, this is a much more accessible. This has much more of a air hockey type feel.
Air hockey, foosball, your mass market.
Right. Whereas Crokinole is really more of a very, dexterous. You really have to be able to, right speed, and this you can just go crazy, right? This is a really good game for pretty much anybody. Whereas Crokinole, I think, is more of a niche. Oh, you are into that? Well, let me show you this kind of thing.
Yeah.
This I think is accessible.
There's a reason why it's sold in Target. It's definitely appeals to the mass market.
Yeah. Now I will say, first of all, production's great.
Mm-hmm.
My copy that I got, and I didn't bother to replace it because it doesn't bother me, but one of my magnets for my paddle, when you dislodge the magnet, when you take the magnet apart to connect it, if you don't hold it right, the magnet will fall out under it. It's supposed to be glued, and I can easily fix it, but I really don't care. It works just fine. But my one gripe with the game... Oh man, those paddles being dragged across that board is almost like nails on a chalkboard sometimes.
Yeah, you get a couple of loud squeaks as you're playing.
Now, if you've watched our playthrough, I think we actually managed to not get any.
Yeah, if any, yeah.
Yeah, but that would be my one problem with the game. Other than that, it's got a score counter, which is very practical. It's not anything that's like obtrusive or anything. No. I guess this was made in some dude's basement for a friend, and so it's a cool story.
It's a minimalistic design. It's the pieces you get all function within their objective. You're not getting any added stuff that's going to clutter or distract from the gameplay. It's a good dexterity game. Like I said, very accessible, and something that people can pull out and people can gather around, and it makes a spectacle of it.
I think Crokinole is a little bit more accessible on the player count, just because this is a 2-player game, so everybody can kind of gather, like you said, but you really only have 2 people going at it, and you don't want to go out and get like multiple copies of this game. This is a pretty expensive game, even from Target.
40.
I think I got it on sale, and it was like 45 or 50.
Yeah.
So it's still,
But if you're looking for something to fit that niche, a dexterity game that has a table presence,
this
is a great, affordable. You know, compared to Crokinole. Crokinole can go upwards
hundreds bare minimum
plus,
for a cheap board.
Yeah.
I think they just kickstarted nice one. I think I can't remember who it was. Maybe Mayday or was it? Mm-hmm. And that one was 100. That one was 100 on Kickstarter.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay,
so this is really good. I would honestly recommend this. I think this goes a little underappreciated.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, if you look at the top of this box, we've got Dice Tower Seal of Excellence. Major Fun Award. Mm-hmm. You know, we've got quite a few awards from this game. Yeah, but for whatever reason, I don't think it's getting the buzz that maybe it deserves, or I don't know. That's just me. It's a dexterity game. It is a target game, so I guess it's not. I don't know.
It's worth checking out.
I would definitely. Yeah. That's us approved. See you guys.